What's up everybody? Mark Plummer coming back to you with another video. We're gonna kick this off with the best way to cook chicken. Now, coming up through, I would say, my career in bodybuilding, I've watched thousands and thousands of meal prep videos and so many different videos, and I've taken every single thing that I've liked from every single person and made it into my own little routine. I've already cooked fish, I've already cooked rice, we've already cooked veggies, but I saved the chicken just for this video. So let's get started. Start off with the ingredients that you're going to need to make the best tasting chicken ever. We are going to lay them out all right here. Alrighty, so basically, obviously, you need pans. I cook with 2 pans. That's all the stove can hold. Try to make them on the smaller side. You will find out why later. Chicken. Doesn't matter what type of chicken. We are going to be trimming it anyways. When you guys put chicken into MyFitnessPal, it always says like this much fat. I usually take that with a grain of salt, just because I do trim 99.9% of all the fat off of it anyways. So I'm not really too concerned with the fat coming from my lean white meats. Now, spices, the probably most important thing on why it's going to taste like this. So we have dried parsley, amazing for organs, digestional health. Himalayan pink salt, digestion. Basil, digestion, organ health. Oregano, digestion, organ health, and intestinal health. And garlic. Garlic has tons of different benefits to it, but it tastes really good. And Pam, butter spray. That was in my last video. You guys know that I'm addicted to this Pam butter spray right now. So let's get started. First things first is, before we heat up our pans, we are going to trim all of this chicken. So let's just get right into it. Alrighty guys, step number 3, I believe we are on, is chicken is trimmed. So that is what is going to be going in the garbage. Now that the weather is getting a little bit hot, pro tip, take your chicken, wrap it in cellophane, put it in the freezer, throw it out on garbage day. It'll stop a whole bunch of animals from getting into your garbage. It'll make your house smell so much better. If you just throw it in the garbage, that's disgusting and shame on you. So when you're about halfway done the last piece of chicken that you are cutting up, I cut mine up into bite sizes. You can do it however you want. It just saves a lot of time when you actually meal prep it. You don't have to cut all the chicken, and it's 10 times easier to cook. We've already turned the stove onto high, and we are getting those pans nice and toasty. So you want to hear that sizzle when the chicken goes in. If you don't hear the sizzle when the chicken goes in, guys, you ruined it. Just throw the chicken out and restart, because you need the sizzle, and it's just going to be beautiful. So let's go over to the stove. Alright guys, welcome to the stove. Pam butter spray. It is 4 calories for every half a second spray, so just make sure you never actually spray it for half a second. Just go quick, not even. So it's like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And you actually can never use too much of this. And now, the best part, guys, is the sizzle. Sizzle. That's the sizzle. Spatula. This is my Be a Good Cookie spatula. I don't know if you can see that. Be a good cookie. Well, be a good cookie. Don't be a bad cookie. But it actually broke the other day because it's definitely made for cookies and it's not made for stirring chicken. But just make sure to stir it. Pro tip Tuesdays, because I'm gonna get this video up on Tuesday. So pro tip, bam! I can't believe it's not butter spray. Guys, I talk about this in every single video. 0 calories for 1 spray, but obviously you're gonna use 3 or 4 or even 6 sprays. But if you put a little bit of butter spray on, guys, and then turn it over again, it'll get it that much more crispy. So we are gonna wait for this to cook. We're probably gonna cut up a cucumber and eat some cucumber because I'm starving. Our pre-workout meal is in 10 minutes. We are getting shredded slowly. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's slowly coming. And we're just doing our best, guys. The final product, because it is perfected, here it is, this chicken, perfectly crispy, perfect in every single way. So now we are going to go downstairs, get my pre-workout meal in, and I'm going to show you on a very top secret project that I'm currently working on. So let's go downstairs. You know of this secret project. Now, I'm sure you've never actually seen that empty, but it's 30 days until we move. I couldn't be more stoked. Basically, our next house is going to be set up with the perfect lighting, the perfect everything for vlogging. It will be the vlogging house. But time for a secret project. I'm not sure when he's gonna post it. So you could either see a sneak peek here, or he's already posted it, and I'll put the link in the description. But I hope you guys enjoy.
Thumbs up for the go-getters, the ambitionless appears they should know better. No debtor, we owe nothing but hard work. Inverse of Brett Fall, frontin' doing yard work. No Wranglers, 38 on my 501 till I'm angered. Then them jaunts rip up cause I'm on it. Skin gets jaundiced, the Hulk got cornered. Time to just bomb shit. Rocket's been launched and your pretty boy shirt got dumped in the garbage. Now you fuck cause your book gets judged, cause your cover's in another dumpster looking all slump. They did away with that, you think you'll make it back, but no history, you'll never make a paperback. Used to think you'd always be a bestseller, didn't count on those 12-year-olds talking to their elders. Out of man, now we stand for the fans and us, the line's been blurred. I'm trying to fight the urge to sip something strong enough to help me fight my nerves. I've got my words, they've been penned, written Thursday, mixtape on the way, and it's dirtier than Pigpen. I've got a feeling there's about to be a shitstorm. Tired of these backwoods men, I'm like ripped on. Back at it like an automatic, sip cheap liquor till I'm leaning backwards. Young English, we write the chapters. Black Paisley, yes we go hard. I said 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 we go hard. You said we go hard. I said we go hard.
So that is the video that I just put together for Chris. It's one of a kind. I'm really upping the game on everything. As you can see from that video, we do have a drone, which is sick, and we have the GoPro, we have the Canon T6i, Final Cut Pro, all of Ryan Nagel's transition packs, sound effects, different LUTs, color grading. So I do feel that it really gives me an edge on top of everything else now, and I can really take these videos to the next level. There's always going to be those little things that I'm going to need, but for the bulk of it, I have a really good working space, a really good atmosphere to do these type of videos in now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Alright everybody, we got to the gym today. We won't be squatting 700 pounds today, we won't be squatting 800 pounds today. I'm going to take you through a small commentary on how to actually lift weights. First thing is basically you need headphones, because if you don't have headphones, people don't shut up and they keep talking to you. So invest in a pair of good headphones and never take them off. So let's start squatting. What is up everybody? Welcome to the first voiceover I have done in a very long time. Today is squat day. I'm going to be giving you tips, tricks, different things to look out for on how to build some big, juicy legs. Just to go over a little bit about the first little clip in this video, I don't mean to be rude and I don't mean to be mean when I say that, but in order to get crazy good muscle-mind connections. You can't be talking or texting in between sets for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Your workouts are going to suffer a lot. And if you guys can just get headphones, even if they're not on, or just go to a gym that you don't really know that many people, that's going to be ideal. But let's get into a little bit of what we are actually doing here. So we're already up to 3 plates. I do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of warm-ups before actually going into here, drinking my intra-workout shake. We're pretty far along in this cut, so no intra-carbs anymore. Have my little Harbinger belt. It's a nice little Velcro belt that I carry around on days that I don't go overly heavy. Anytime I'm upwards in the 6, 7, and hopefully 800 pound squats soon, I do bust out the Titan powerlifting belt. Now we're up to 4 plates. As you can see, when I go, I make sure my shoulder blades are perfectly back. I'm in a very upright position. Your hands can basically be wherever you want them to be. A lot of people say you need to keep your hands close to your shoulders to keep a tight back. Well, as you can see here, that I could put a piece of paper in between my spine right now, and that would probably hold it. So I like to throw in the occasional paused rep. We did do legs 3 days ago, but we didn't squat, so I decided just to get a little bit of squats in. We're gonna go up to 5 plates today, just for a few reps. My legs weren't feeling the best, but they were feeling good enough. I always throw on some type of knee sleeve or knee wrap around 400 or 500 pounds. I don't have any knee issues as of right now, so let's hope the sleeves will keep them that way. It's all about preventative measures, knowing your body, not pushing it too far. Always know your limits, because if I wasn't feeling well or wasn't feeling it, I would never work up to 500 pounds for a few reps. So the biggest thing that you have to do when you get into all this is make sure everything's even. As you can see, spine close together, feet wider apart. As you notice, as you get heavier in the weights, you will want to widen your stance a little bit more. The narrower your stance, the more pressure you're going to have just on your quads. So if you widen your stance a little bit, open up those hip flexors, stretch out those hip flexors, one, you'll be able to hit better depth and active range of motion. 2, you're going to avoid injury a lot in the future. As you can see, we're doing a drop set here, so we did, I think, 8 reps of 500 pounds. We're dropping down to 315 now, but we're going to bang them out a little bit quicker. Just, I like to go really heavy at the beginning, break down a lot of tissue, and then go lighter later in the workout and just pump as much blood as possible into those muscles. I do feel that you need to start, when you are starting lifting, you need to lift heavy. I wouldn't care a whole bunch about, I need to lift a plate with perfect form before I can go up. I mean, I squatted 500 pounds in 7 months of training, and I mean, yeah, like, that was pretty genetically gifted to do. But if I never lifted like that, I would not have legs like I did today. You just have to lift heavy. You can define skinny legs, but to be able to build that mass, like those huge stomped quads when you get on stage, you're never going to get it from doing sets of 20. If you look at any single bodybuilder ever.
Hey guys, so I just want to introduce you to the brand new affiliate, I would say, of what I've been using for this prep. It is a new product called Drip Fit. It does come with the belt, but it's actually the cream that's the most important. So the cream, unlike any other like thermogenic cream, actually has like zinc, magnesium, castor oil. It's filled with moisturizing ingredients that's proven to raise your core body temperature, but on top of that, it also helps reduce acne and acne scarring. So with all that said, we are going to put some of this stuff on. We're gonna put the belt. Obviously, I don't use any of this while I'm squatting, because obviously you can't put a belt over the belt, but we're gonna put all this on here. You want to use as much cream as you possibly can, but it's a crazy moisturizing cream, and it's amazing for acne scarring and acne. So even though it is used to really heat up my core body temperature. I do use it on my shoulders and my chest. As you can see, back in the day, I did have some acne issues. I don't know if you can see on my back or not. I do still have some. So with that said, we're gonna do that. We're gonna throw on the belt now that we don't need an additional belt, and we're gonna finish off legs. So I'm gonna put this guy on. Gonna put my shirt back on before we get in any more trouble in good life, and let's go finish this workout.
Alrighty, so where was I here? Yeah, all these professional bodybuilders, you look at them now and they all say, yeah, like train with reps, hypertrophy, but they already built their base. When they were kids, they lifted heavy. But Johnny Jackson, Branch Warren, well, they still lift heavy, but Ronnie Coleman, they all started in some heavy lifting. Dorian Yates, they squatted heavy to build that mass. And then once they got that mass from all their heavy lifting, then they sculpted. And yes, you can do both at the same time. If you just squat heavy or leg press heavy or do something heavy to break down a whole bunch of muscle tissue, feed your body well, you will build those lacking body parts. Do your research. Find out how long it takes those muscle parts to recover and what supplements or external supplements you take and how that acts on quickening the recovery of your muscles. You can train them that much more frequently, guys. If you have a lacking body part and you're training it once a week and you keep complaining that you just can't gain muscle in that body part, well, I feel no sympathy for you because you're doing it once a week. This is a variation of hamstring curls that I do. So if you watch the first exercise that I missed, I'm trying to push my pelvis into the mat as hard as I can, squeezing my glutes and just activating my hamstrings. Here, as you can see, my knees actually come off for the paused rep. So my body does come a little bit forward, squeeze the hamstrings down on the slower side, and when I can't do any more of those, I bust out partials. Partials is an amazing tool to use when you can't do any more. You train alone and you don't have a spot. It's a great way to just get more blood flow into everything. And as you can see, this is a very light exercise. You don't need a ton of weight on these accessories. Like I was saying, you can do a mix of both. With being on 1,800 calories right now and dying, it takes a lot out of you to squat like that every single day. But squatting like that once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks and going this hard on your accessories and just really getting a good contraction. As you can see there, my butt comes up as well, but it's crazy for the hamstrings. Regan Grimes actually showed me, and I believe someone showed him. And then busting out on the partials just to pump as much blood into those muscles as possible. I'm dripping in sweat. I'm exhausted. This, guys, is probably the secret to gaining a big squat, whether you're 300, 400, 5, 1,000-pound squatter. This is the biggest motion, and you have to just get out of your head that it's okay to look stupid when you do this. Like, you probably only see bikini girls do this, but I almost squat 800 pounds, and I do this every single leg day. When you stand a little bit wider, those hip abductors and your glutes is what's going to be powering those squats up. And if you've ever squatted in your life before, you know that the goal is to push your legs out. So that is the perfect machine to teach your legs to push out with as much force as possible and be super explosive from the hole. So if you guys have those hip abductors, get on them every leg day, because that is going to change the way that you squat. It's going to ingrain into your mind the force going through there. And I always do calves randomly throughout the workout. I train calves almost every single day, usually during morning cardio. I'll do like morning cardio, a little bit of core, a little bit of calves, a little bit of stretching as long as I get up on time. And then we are just going to do another cool down superset. Like I said, we trained legs 3 days ago. I'm really just trying to bring it up. And legs is a great way if you just want to get lean. You're going to burn a ton of calories during leg day training. Bigger muscle groups, less rest, and the movements are just so extreme. you're going to burn a lot more calories than if you were to train arms. So maybe throw arms in at the end, because every day is arm day. But yeah, supersetted the leg curl with the hamstrings. Both just 15 to 20 reps, 4 sets, 5 sets, and just pump it out. Like I said, use the squats, use the leg press, use your compound lifts as heavy weight. And then when you go into the accessories like this, use them as those 15 to 20 reps. Go light and just pump as much.
What's up, guys? We have the second cardio session of the day today. Do 45 minutes of cardio in the morning, usually on the stairs, and then I do 30 minutes post-workout. That I'm a little more flexible on because we just train legs. I train basically everything twice a week now, so that was the second leg day in 3 days. That's why we only did about 3 to 4 exercises, but we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna go up to about level resistance 6 on the bike, still keep some blood in there. We have another scoop of High Five from Magnum, which is an electrolyte essential amino acid blend, just to keep the legs fueled up. And then we're gonna do 30 minutes of this. I'm gonna give you guys a small physique update when we're done, and I'll see you in the next clip. What is up, everybody? Just finished 30 minutes of cardio. I watch like a whole bunch of different YouTubers while I do cardio now, simply for the fact that it helps me, one, learn. I watch a lot of Ben Polanski, MI40 Nation, and a lot of just different vlogs just to try to make my videos better and up the quality and see what they're doing. And obviously you always have to take into account that this is not what they did when they first started. I only have 300 subscribers, and I don't think I'm big by any means, and maybe in Ottawa people know me, in the powerlifting community people know me, but as following my journey and my knowledge goes, and yeah, people don't really know who I am yet. So even with the different sponsors that I've obtained, Performance Panties, Magnum, Drip Fit, kind of, the different meal prep services like Prep Nutrition, it's all a start, but it's all kind of based off of potential. As just for fun, last year I got ranked 6th in the world for powerlifting, and that was just for a fun powerlifting meet. After I didn't do too well in the bodybuilding season, I just wanted a little redemption. And to this year we have, like I said, an invite to Reebok Record Breakers, the second biggest powerlifting competition in the world, with Ed Cohen going to be probably judging, Stan Epperding, Mark Bell. It's really going to help me get my name out there, especially when I break the all-time 198 world record. But I'm exhausted, so I'm probably just going to throw up my progress pictures that I took this morning for the coach, instead of going all the way to the back, taking all my clothes off and doing a physique update. So I'll just roll those clips now.